So, what we learned in last class? Job, Ananti. What we learned in last class?
Data security.
Data security. So, what are the things we learned as part of the data security? We know how to
Data
create the users. We know how to create the,
role group.
and third step we did map users to group. Then we know how to create the role and map group or user or another role to the role. Okay. Then we went for synchronization of the role. That option is available in the latest version in 12.2.1.2.0 that we observed yesterday. Okay. Then we created what is that? Dedicated connection pool. Okay. Then we went for session initialization block we created, and that result we passed to the non-system session variable, we passed it. Then we applied the permissions on role, on presentation layer, we applied it, right? Presentation layer, we applied the roles. So this is what we did it, and finally we also get chance to do what? Testing. Finally, we faced one problem. That problem is whenever ROM user is logged in, business is expecting to see the two regions data. One is East region as well as West region. But we are able to see only West region, as one variable can hold only one value. How to overcome that issue we have to understand today. Okay, to go into that details, first let me load your RPD into the server. Some other batch RPD is available in the server. So let me load first your RPD into the server. How to load the RPD? You already aware of it. There should be upload RPD command is available. So I have here upload RPD command. Now, what is your RPD name? Upload RPD. This RPD name I have to change it. It is available in the location C drive, Oracle middleware, Oracle home, then BI foundation, then server. Yesterday I taken a backup of your RPD. This is what the RPD what we have here. 19th June 17. Okay. Now this RPD whatever name is available, I am taking it. Then I am trying to paste here. Then home, Control C. Let me load this one. How to load it? Command prompt you have to open. Then CMD. Then paste here. Enter. So it's showing here. We are replacing it. That's what we have here. -D also we are giving it. -D also we are giving it. So, and one more point, yesterday I given one wrong point, wrong guidelines I given yesterday. That wrong guidelines is, I said in the Windows there is no -D, I said. One point I said, in the Windows there is no -D. But today I am doing the Windows only, right? We have the -D. That is my mistake. Here two versions are available, right? In this lower version, yes, -D is not there. But in the higher version, -D is available. Are you getting my point? 12 dot 2 dot 1 dot 0, there is no hyphen D. 12 dot, okay, last 2.0 is available, right? There we have the hyphen D. So that hyphen D I am trying to open Oracle here, data model dot cmd, Oracle home one is what? Latest one. Oracle home is old one. So that reason I am able to see the hyphen D also, and it's completed successfully. Now if you open our RPD, let me open our RPD. So I am trying to open. Now let us open RPD in online mode. Admin 123. Then if you go and try to see, if you try to see here, whatever yesterday we did, everything is available or not? Yesterday we created this session installation block, everything is available. Everything is available. Fine. Now our enrollment is ready. Our enrollment is ready. Now our problem is, let us recollect once what is the problem we are facing. What is the problem we are facing? Let us recollect it. So I am going to the analytics portal and I am trying to log in here as a user called as ROM user, then password. Then if I go to the data security open, I am getting what data? West data I am getting it. But I supposed to get here west as well as east data is supposed to get it. That's what here ROM is belongs to west as well as east. As I am not getting, that's reason I need to learn here one more chapter. That chapter is called as row-wise initialization block. Now, row-wise initialization blocks are used to retrieve and initialize a list of values to a non-system session variables. List of values we are going to map to the non-system session variables. List of values means what? N number of values. N number of values. In our case, let us say east and west, two values together we are going to keep into the non-system session variable. We are going to keep it. Now, end of the day, let us say we have one variable, means in the variable we can store only one value. If you want to store two or more values, then it is not possible. How internally system is going to handle is, whatever we have the list of values, it is going to separate with the colon. And whatever we have this right, CA colon Texas. CA colon Texas, for you it is two values, for variable it is altogether is one value only. Altogether it is what? One value. CA colon Texas, it is one string, one value only. System will treat like that, and the CA colon Texas will be mapped to the variable. Mapped to the variable. Now, used for implementing data security when one user normally belongs to more than one group. Now, my user ROM belongs to two groups. One is east group as well as west region group also. So, if we have like the situation, then we have to implement the row-wise initialization block. Now, in above process, modify session initialization block query as shown below. If you see here, we are defining the variable name inside the SQL query. Yesterday we defined variable name where? Outside. But today we are defining the variable name inside the SQL query itself. We are defining it. Let me go and try to define in this way. I am going to the RPD, then manage, then variables, then we have here initialization block, then we have to go to the edit data source. Here I need to define now variable name. Now I am defining the variable name v underscore user underscore regions, as it is going to take the multiple regions, right? That is reason plural I am giving, regions I am giving it, regions I am giving it. Should I given what? V underscore user underscore region I given. Today I am giving regions I am giving it. Now click on here, OK. Now when one point is completed, One point is completed, this one. Next is what? Click on edit data target, select v underscore user underscore region variable and what? Remove that. This one I don't want it. We already defined the variable. We already defined the variable inside the SQL query. That is the reason outside we don't want it. So we are asking here edit data target and try to delete it. Before deleting, I would like to show you one thing. I am going to the static. Under the static repository variable, are you seeing any variable with the name of v underscore user underscore region? No. Now let me go here. Let me delete this variable, whatever we have it. I am selecting it, then I am removing it. I removed it. And system need to know I am implementing row-wise initialization, right? So we have to select what? Row-wise initialization option. We have to select it. So then we have to click on here, okay. Then we have to click on here, okay. Now observe here what happened. What happened? Whenever I removed the session non-system variable, immediately somehow v underscore user underscore region came and sitting in the static. Coming and sitting in the static, which I don't want it actually. As a system problem or system bug, it is trying to create like that. So we don't want it. We are going to remove this one. That's what I am saying here. If you see here session variable, some reason the moment we are deleting v underscore user underscore region session variable, one static repository variable created, it's a bug. Delete that static repository variable, check in, click as save RPD. Okay, now I am going here, then we are trying to delete this one. Okay, now close it, check in changes, check the data, metadata. We are checking the metadata, close, then save it. We completed till here. Right, next point. As we deleted v underscore user underscore region session variable, data security will be deleted. If we go and try to observe, manage, then what is this? Identity, application roles, B160 customer role, then permissions. Do I have the data security rule? No, but yesterday we created it, right? Just now it is deleted as this is using what variable? V underscore user underscore region. That one is deleted, right? If that variable is not there here, the expression is not there, it is invalid. So what happened? The dependencies are removed. As part of that one, this condition also removed it. So we have to recreate it. So how to recreate it? We are going for customers. Then what is the condition? We have to provide here condition as region, whatever we have it, is equal to here yesterday if you go to the drop down we saw here session variables, right? But today we have it? No. We don't have the session variable now. We have the session variable, but what is our session variable name? Row wise initialization session variable we created. It's not the direct session variable. It's not the direct session variable. That is the reason it is not appearing in this list. In the runtime, the session variable will be coming into the picture. So that is the reason manually we have to type the syntax. What is the syntax? Value of bracket open nq underscore session dot. What is the variable name? V underscore user underscore regions. That is the variable name. Then click on here OK. Click on here OK. Now observe this message. Data filter expression for presentation table is considered as non-conditional. Okay, the error, the session variable has no value definition. Of course, that's right. At this point of time, do we have any value for this?
No.
No. That's what it's throwing this problem. And this problem is available in 12C only, not in the 11G. Not in the 11G. It is available only in 12C. What to do? What to do? Yesterday, we are able to provide here. I'm cancelling it. We'll define once again later. Yesterday, if you go to the manage variables, if I want to define any one value, if you want to define for variable, here we have what is this? Default initializer is available. And also we said like whenever the query is giving null data, this will be activated. Whenever this query is writing null data, then only this will be activated. But if I want to define some default value for this variable, is it registered under the non-system? No. If it is not registered under non-system, then how to pass here default value for this variable? How to pass default value for this variable? Default value, how to pass it for this variable? So default value for row wise initialization variable. Okay, default value for row wise initialization variable. So if you see here, do you have any syntax which is showing here like that? Some default value are passing anywhere? No, right? It's something blah blah, it is available. It's nowhere it is available. As I know, there is no syntax available. As I know, there is no syntax available to pass some default value to this one. But what is the workaround at this point of time? In 11G, it is not throwing that kind of issue. In 12C, it is throwing that kind of issue. What is the workaround at this point of time? What is the workaround at this point of time is, what is the variable name? Same variable name you create here also. V underscore user underscore, what is this? Regions. I am passing here some default value as A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F, I am passing it. V underscore user underscore regions, I am passing A, B, C, D, E, F, I am passing it. Then okay. Then okay. Then close it. Now go to the manage menu. Then what is this? Identity. Then go for your application roles. Then permissions. Then plus symbol. Then we are going for your customers. Select. Then select here edit expression. We want to go for what is the condition? Whatever we have the region. The region is equal to value of nq underscore session dot v underscore user underscore regions. I given some default value I given, right? As I given default value, now it is accepting. But the default value system will take only when if my SQL query is writing null data, then only it will take it. Okay. In case of normal syntax means we have here default value can pass for one variable, but in case of row wise initialization, there is no place to provide the default value. But somehow in 12C, this is what the error I am facing it. At this point of time, workaround is what? With the same title I created, non-system session variable I created, there I passed the default value. Okay, right. So I am trying to click on here, okay. Then close this. Then check in changes, yes. Now we complete here, what is this? Go to the manage identity and provide here condition as shown below. We provided. Close this window, check in, click as save RP. Now in this place it is going to throw the error in case of 12C. At the moment here write one note point. Here write one note point, write the note point, write the note point, write the note point. If it throws any error, if it throws any error, default value not available, default value not available. If it throws any error, default value not available, then create non-system session variable with same variable name, with some default value. With some default value. Okay, right. Now we created here. Let me close this. Now let me save it. I am going to the front end now. Let me go for here, sign out, then sign in as WebLogic user, then reload server metadata. I have to do it, new analysis, then reload server metadata. Now I am trying to sign out, then sign in as a user called as ROM user. I am trying to log in. Now if I open this one, will I able to see one region data, two regions data, or no data, or error?
Two regions data.
Yes. If I open, I am able to see east region as well as west region data. Is it row-wise installation block works with more than one region only, or with one region also it will work?
More than one region.
Is it with one region it won't work?
Sorry.
If I take the gen RRITEC 1, 2, 3, then will it show the one region, or what is that?
One region.
One region only. So east region is showing. Now, if you are not sure about the data, today I know one clarity is what? One user may belongs to multiple regions. That's what the clarity I have it. If you don't have that much of clarity, today you observed all the users are belongs to only one region. You write in the group based statement and you write in the count of these things written. And today you noticed one user is belongs to only one region. But business is telling, I don't know, tomorrow one user maybe belongs to more than one region also. If that is what is common, then which one you are going to implement, yesterday process or today's process? Today's process. So most of the cases, I recommend even one user is belongs to one region also, better to go for what?
Row-wise
Installation blocks only, row-wise installation blocks. Maybe slight performance problem may be there with row-wise installation block. That too, it's not too much. It's not too much. Okay, it is a negligible performance problem may be there comparatively yesterday process and today's process. But we can that is acceptable, and we go for row-wise installation blocks only in all cases. One user is belongs to multiple regions or one user is belongs to one region, doesn't matter. Use this one because we don't know what will happen in future in the data. I hope I am good with what is row-wise installation block. And did you notice or not? Did you notice or not here? Manage variables. Sorry, not the variables. Manage identity application role. Here I utilized here what operator I used?
equal.
That means in this variable how many values are there?
Multiple values.
Equal to can I use if I have the multiple values? Only one. Only one. What is that one value? If in case of Ram is logged in, what is that one value? West. Okay. Colon. What is this? West colon east
East.
is the one value. That's how system will take it. The basic fundamental rule is not changed. Basic fundamental rule is what? One variable can store only one value. But internally OBIEE has its own mechanism to organize entire values as a one row. How many values are available here? Those all values are organizing as what? One row. That is, and this row we are initializing to the variable. That's what it is called as row-wise initialization. We are preparing one row with the given values. We are preparing one row with given values. This row we are initializing to the variable. Job, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. That's what the name is came. Row-wise initialization. The name is came. Okay. Good. We are good with this point. We are good with this point. And with this, I hope I am done with this process. Next one we have here. We already did this. Create user, RAM user, and verify the RAM user is working or not. Next, I want to know the difference between repository variables and session variables. I want to know the difference between repository variables and session variables. The first difference is we can observe here. The first difference is we can observe here. Repository variables, these variables are same for all users. Yes or no? Max year is the one variable what we have it. If you go and try to take here manage, then variables dynamic, what is this? V underscore max year. This V underscore max year for RAM user, Gen user, Wefler user, it is 1999 only or not? Yes, it's not changing user to user, it is not changing. Next, whereas session variable changes from user to user. Just now we observed we have one variable, that variable is known as v underscore user underscore regions. That value in case of the Gen user it's showing as east, in case of Wefler user it's showing as west, in case of RAM user it's showing as east as well as west. So user to user it is changing. Next, these initialization blocks will run only with Oracle based server start or restart and based on schedule. But these initialization blocks run at the time of user log on. Whenever user trying to log on, immediately it will be running. Next, these are two types. One is called as static, second is called as dynamic. These things also two types. One is called as system, second is called as non-system. One is called as system, second is called as non-system. And syntax of this one is we have here value of variable name, and the syntax of this one is we have value of nq underscore session dot variable name. Nq underscore session dot variable name. These things useful to capture max year, max month like that. This is useful for purpose of data security or row level security. We are going to use it. Is it clear? And this is very important entry point of view. People will expect here difference between repository variables and session variables. Okay, I am good with this then. And I hope already explained the presentation variable, right? Whenever I am explaining the report level itself, I explained the presentation variable. So you try to do this as a activity from your side. Try to do this as a activity from your side. Next one I would like to discuss about, next one that is called as request variable. What is this? Request variable. Give me one moment.